This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only. Anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, please subscribe to the channel. Double check that they didn't unsubscribe you. Double check that your notifications are on. And especially check that like button, because these bad actors are doing everything they can to make sure more people are not aware of all the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market. That's really the bottom line. Anyway, listen, GME, it's going to hurt the naked shorters. And they know GME is going to hurt them. And some of them are going to be completely wiped out because of GME. That's why it seems like every day after the market closes, there are people jumping in and buying a whole lot of GME. And the reason I believe they're doing that, for the ones who are really long, is because they know GME is undervalued. They know that GME is undervalued, and they know that eventually the stock price is going to start heading to the moon. And I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell GME. I'm just telling you, based on everything I'm seeing, based on the cash they have on hand, based on the fact they have no debt, based on the fact that Ryan Cohen, I believe, in the background, is making some great investment moves for GME. I see GME stock price going to the moon very, very soon. Could I be incorrect? Of course I could be incorrect. You have to do your own DD and come to your own conclusion. You can't make any financial decision based on my analysis or based on what I think. You need to do your own DD and come to your own conclusion. But let's be realistic. These bad actors could not really push GME down the way they pushed down AMC. Okay? Look at all the new shares, all the dilution that went on with GME, and they could barely move the stock. And you know why? Because they know if they push it all the way down, people would load up, and the hole they're in would get really, really deep, really, really fast, and it's going to be very difficult for them to get out of this situation. And I believe what is going to happen with GME is going to happen very, very soon. Anyway, here are the numbers for GME. You know these numbers mean absolutely nothing because these bad acts can do what they want, whenever they want, with no real consequences. The reported volume, 6,348,030. You know that means absolutely nothing because they can create counterfeit shares every single day, and the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI won't even ask them where the shares are coming from. They're still claiming 26.78% of the float is DRS. It doesn't matter if 100% of the float was DRS, they would still find counterfeit shares to short every single day. I mean, the fraud and corruption is obvious to anybody who's paying attention. But because the victims are retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules, nobody seems to care. And 44.2% of that volume was shorted shares. So they found 2,800,000 GME shares to short into the market and manipulate the price. Yet nobody's asking, where did these shares come from? Where did they originate? I believe one of the lawsuits that's currently pending, the NWBO, the MULN, my lawsuit, the MMTLP lawsuit, one of these lawsuits are going to get their hands on the trading history, on the blue sheets. And then it's going to be a major, major problem for the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI. They're going to be shamed into doing their job. And then on top of that, the short exempt, 13,069, which to me is just further evidence of the counterfeit shares. Further evidence of the counterfeit shares. The days to cover, 9.61. They claim they can cover all their GME short positions in 9.61 trading days. How is that even possible? The bottom line is this. In my opinion, the bad actors naked shorting GME are kicking the can down the road, but they know there is no escape for them. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think they can cover all their GME short positions in 9.61 trading days? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.